Hello ladies and gents, Spider-Man No Way Home is absolutely killing it still. I know loads of people are like, why are you still talking about it? Because it's just going from strength to strength. It is smashing, absolutely obliterating records. More so than what I think most people had ever expected it to do. People expected it to do well, right? But it's doing really, really well. More so than what, again, most people were expecting, way more than I would imagine Sony were predicting as well. And I just wanted to cover it because it is genuinely going from strength to strength. And it is still yet to open in China. So all of this stuff, you know, this well over $1 billion without China money. It's absolutely killing it. Really killing it. Now, inevitably, of course, you know, will the studios learn from this? Hopefully, please, it'd be good if you did. You know, just make a film without any agenda. That'd be great. Please. But also, maybe they're going to learn that they don't need China money. Maybe, maybe not. But let's dive into this. This is a really comprehensive article from Variety, actually. And it does list the sort of achievements in a very good way. Which, I think you guys are going to be quite blown away by this when you actually get into it, right? So, it's currently crossed the $600 million mark in North America. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So another weekend, another chance for Sony's superhero venture Spider-Man No Way Home to flex its box office dominance. The comic book sequel starring Tom Holland as Marvel's favourite neighbourhood web slinger towered over domestic box office charts for the third weekend in a row. No Way Home captured $5.27 million. $52.7 million over the New Year's holiday frame, boosting its domestic tally to $609 million. So it extends an epic streak for the latest Spidey adventure as the lone blockbuster to deliver the kind of ticket sales it would have been expected to make in pre-pandemic times. Again, I think this is a discussion which always needs to be had whenever we're talking about this movie and other movies. The pandemics, no one gives a shit. Okay, people are over it. People are done. No one cares. No one is afraid. Like, very few people. When I say no one, I'm generalising. I'm talking about the majority. Okay, this film proves that the majority are not. They're not concerned about Omicron. They don't care. Okay, because maybe they've not been indoctrinated by, you know, the sort of baseless mainstream media that's just been towering the fear porn out there. Maybe they've just taken a look at, you know, SA, South Africa, and the person that actually found it. Pandemic is not an excuse anymore. It's absolutely not an excuse. The thing is, you make a shit film, you get shit money, and they made a good film, they got good money. That's it. It's literally as simple as that. But it now ranks as the 10th highest grossing domestic release in history. In history. Again, COVID. No, you can't use that as an excuse. You can't. COVID, it just doesn't work anymore. 10th highest grossing domestic title in history. Absolutely phenomenal. Now that supplants Disney's Incredibles 2 with $608 million. Spider-Man No Way Home currently has its sights on spots 8 and 9. Star Wars The Last Jedi with $620 million. And The Avengers for $623 million. Now, it's an interesting discussion. Do we think that it could beat... do we think that it could beat Star Wars The Last Jedi? Yeah, I think it could. I mean, that's what, $620 million. I think it could beat that. So 609? I mean, it did... 52.7 in one weekend. It's, third weekend. Even if it has like 50% drop off, still going to beat it, isn't it? And that was a New Year's weekend where people are out celebrating, doing other things. I genuinely think it has the potential to do it. I genuinely think it has the potential to beat both of those, The Last Jedi and The Avengers. I mean, that's 3 weeks. It's done that in 3 weekends. Not to mention, 2 of those weekends are across the holiday period. So Christmas, people don't tend to, float out to theatres that much on Christmas. Yeah, sure they do a little bit, but not massively. New Year's, people are out celebrating, getting trolleyed. I mean, they've done really well. Really, really well. Now here comes some interesting tidbits. No other blockbuster has been able to come close to reaching similar box office heights, at least in the US and Canada. After Spider-Man No Way Home, the next highest grossing tentpole of COVID times is Disney and Marvel's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, with 224 million domestic. 224 to 609. Wow. They've done well. Boy oh boy, but they've done well. Without any real competition until Paramount's scary sequel Scream opens on January 14th, Holland's teen vigilante will keep raking in the dough into the new year. Scream, there's no counter program in there. Scream is not going to eat into the box office potential of Spider-Man. It's just not. I highly doubt it. So even when that does come out, I don't think that that's a massive competitor. Nah, you're fine. Globally, though, Spider-Man No Way Home has grossed $1.37 billion, passing 2018's Black Panther with $1.34 billion to become the 12th biggest film in history without China. That's amazing. That's phenomenal. That is really good. International ticket sales have accounted for a bulk of that haul, with overseas revenues of $759 million. So for the non-superhero enthusiasts, or perhaps for those who have already seen Spider-Man No Way Home in theatres more than once, Universal and Illumination animated musical comedy Sing 2 enjoyed. And they're just talking about some other bits and pieces here. I'm not really getting into the other stuff. This is more very specifically just about Spider-Man No Way Home. But I do think it's also interesting just to point out Disney in 20th Century's The King's Man, which is a prequel to Kingsman series, landed in third place with 4.5 million. It's not really doing that well, to be fair. I think that they've waited just a little bit too long for this film to come out. And it's a little bit too far removed, I think, personally, from the rest of the series for people to be that enamoured with it. Matrix Resurrections is absolutely bombing once again. It fell to the 5th place. And it'll only scrape in 3.8 million from 3,500 locations. I mean, that's terrible. That is genuinely terrible. Over the weekend. And it obviously, it's playing on HBO Max. Now, that's a 64% decline from its opening. Again, really, really bad. It's actually by far the biggest dip in the top 15 on domestic box office charts. The 4th Matrix movie, once again, would star Keanu Reeves, Neo, Carrie-Anne Moss, Trinity. I don't think they're going to be making another one of them in any way, shape or form. But it's still interesting to note, absolutely bombed, whilst Spider-Man No Way Home is... Whoa! That hurts my eyes to look at. That is blurry. Spider-Man No Way Home is absolutely killing it. 52.7 or whatever it was, $1 million. So, let me just refocus. Focus. Absolutely killing it. Major money. And deservedly so as well. What do you guys think of it? Let me know down below. Massive record-breaking film. Be interesting to see where it does end up. Leave your thoughts. Where do you think it's going to end up? Some people have posited close to $2 billion. I doubt that. Some people have said it will hit 1.5 or 1.6. I think it's probably going to hit the $1.5 billion mark. But let me know what you think down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. If you like what I do here, consider supporting via Patreon as well as the YouTube memberships. You can find it linked down below in the description box. You do get stuff for it. It's exclusive access and exclusive benefits. So check them out. You might enjoy it. And it's a good way to help me out. But anyway, thanks so much. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. H Reviews. Links to that in the description box. Take care.